Welcome back. Mr. Grimwood here has made us go in the direction of Hayaway, so we need to head over there. But first we need to just check up and see what these two have to say about the matter. I suppose he doesn't have much to say, but we shall see. We can't definitively say whether or not there's a connection between Yin and Hayaway. However, the fact remains that Hayaway's branch manager is quite the cunning man. And considering that behind the facade of trade hides an enormous crime syndicate, I recommend you all be extremely careful. Well, yeah. If I remember correctly, Hayaway's Crossbell branch manager is named Chow Lee. Mr. Grimwood tells me that you should watch yourself around him. Please be careful, everyone. Alright, let's make our way to the Hayaway Trading Company. I think they're somewhere by the pier. Correct. Our destination should be in the northeast corner of the Harbour District. They are apparently located right by the river. Oh, we're talking about that red, eastern-looking building? The IBC and Crossbell Time buildings are right in that area, so you would think that they'd be an upstanding establishment. I suppose it's no matter. Let's try paying them a visit. Hayaway Trading Limited. A sign is affixed to the locked door. Who made that noise? No one's actually touching the door. There's someone in there. Hayaway Trading Limited, Crossbell Branch. If you have business with us, please knock. I think this is the place. How do we proceed, Lloyd? You think this is the place? It literally says the name on it. Let's knock. Excuse me, is anybody there? We heard the door being sort of moved a second ago. There's definitely something going on. And who might you all be? We're from the Crossbell Police Department, Special Support Section. We were hoping to ask your branch manager a few questions regarding a certain incident, if possible. Triple dot. Wait here for a moment. What is going on here? And now we wait. Taking bets on who's gonna meet us, a demon or a snake. I'd say a dragon. I look forward to seeing what awaits us behind the door. 6 hours later. I apologize for the wait. The branch manager will see you now. Please step inside. Thank you. If you'll excuse us. Oh, hello. I like his hair and his setup. The branch manager will see you now. Please step inside. Oh, it's a lovely staircase. The door is firmly shut. Not locked, though. We could easily get in, it's just, you know, needs a bit of force. Our apologies for making you wait. Right this way. This is the branch manager's room. Door is firmly shut. You're not going to stop me. Like, just get Calvard spies. Wait, no, wait. That would make sense here, wouldn't it? Oh, how nice of you to finally visit. Ugh, you just jumped out your seat. Hello. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the CPD's Special Support Section. A pleasure to meet you. I am Chow Lee, manager of Hayaway Trading's Crossbell branch. So, you're Lloyd. And you three must be Elie, Randy, and Tio, correct? How'd you... May I ask how you know of our names already? Of course. Truth be told, I am an avid reader of the Crossbell Times. I was mesmerized by your exploits and instantly became a fan. Though boorish of me, I decided to investigate your background through various intermediaries. Oh, really? This dude is seriously coming at us guns blazing. He is cunning and intelligent, and that much is obvious. Make no mistake, it's an honor to meet an intriguing group like yourselves. And with that, I must ask, what brings you to our office today? Do you take some issue with our business operations? No, not exactly. We're actually in the middle of investigating an incident involving our conceal. Our conceal, you say? But of course, Crossbell's very own prided theatrical troupe. I've been meaning to see one of their shows ever since I came to Crossbell. But work has kept me so busy, you know. I seem to recall them having announced their next production, correct? Yeah, that's right. As a matter of fact, our investigation is related to an issue with their upcoming show. I'd actually like to ask you a few questions about it if you don't mind. Oh dear. It sounds like quite the predicament has transpired. Very well, I shall comply with your request. Free of charge, of course. What? You charge normally? Yin, you say? We're aware that Hayue's main office is located in the Republic's eastern quarter. It occurred to me that you might actually be familiar with Yin due to that fact. Impressive deduction. It's more abduction, but alright. Am I to assume that you're implying that I have connections to Yin? No, of course not. Haven't found a reliable lead yet. No offense, but we left visiting your office as a last resort. And none taken, so that's your game then. You intend to seek any information you can. Listen closely then. I shall recall a Calvardian legend sure to reveal deeper insight into Yin. Alright, Chow, go ahead. The name Yin holds a particular strong influence within the Eastern Quarter. Garbed in a mask and shawl of ebony, no one has gazed at the assassin's true face. We have. I mean, that much is obvious at this point. He appears like a shadow, she, and vanishes like a phantom. Her prey has never once escaped. And though it may seem preposterous, some say Yin may be immortal. That implies to me either two things. Yes, immortal, which I find highly unlikely, or it's more a position that's like someone else takes the role. Sort of like the Grouser, in a way, I'd say. Like there's always like a fifth dimension. Well, there's meant to be. But it's a position, not a person. So it's like that always exists. So Yin will always be a thing. It's just who it is changes. Make sense? Immortal? What do you mean? Well, documents show that Yin has been operating as an assassin for at least a century. His rise into legend began shortly after the democratization of the Calvard Republic. If you were to examine records from that time, Yin's name is frequently mentioned. The demon draped in black sent one bureaucrat after another to their grave during this chaotic period in history. This story is getting more unbelievable by the second. Isn't it just a spooky legend to keep the kiddos under control? No, Mr. Orlando. Yin is very much real. Seriously? You're kidding, right? Yin far surpasses a mere tall tale in the underworld of the Eastern Quarter. Though his true identity is unknown, Zemuria's greatest assassin can be employed for the right price and under the right conditions. A master of all assassination techniques, a dark martial artist with incredible dexterity and agility. I mean, right there it just basically says to you, it's Risha. That's what it's saying right there, like dexterity and agility. No one dares deny his existence. A certain organization highly values Yin and entrusts many jobs to him. Or so the rumor goes. The organization you are referring to? Ah, yes. That reminds me. While we're on the topic of Yin, I've heard recent claims of Yin having vanished entirely from the Eastern Quarter. It has come to my attention that Yin has accepted a hefty job from the aforementioned organization. Apparently Yin left for a certain autonomous state we're all familiar with. Your eye? No, wait. I don't like what you're implying. What's the matter? I haven't given you the name of the organization, have I? I just can't help but wonder what state they might be traveling to. Quit screwing with us. You and Ravash are one and the same. Oh, please. Refrain from comparing Hayue to that measly local gang. Or at least that's what I'd like to say. Quite frankly, I'm more than impressed with how well they've managed to adapt to this peculiar city. Those persistent little pests have caused nothing but trouble for us. You fessing up? He went straight to the point. I am merely referring to them as our fellow business competitors. State law protects competition between businesses and free trade, you know? Do you take offense with that, officers? Let me ask you this one final question. Has Arkansas been caught in the crossfire between you and Ravage? Oh? We just received information about Ravage's proposal for Arkansas to perform in the Imperial capital. Were you considering a similar proposal too? I have no problem admitting that certain crowds in the Republic wish to be graced by their presence. However, our company is unconcerned with petty matters such as the entertainment industry. I certainly am perplexed, though. Why exactly was the threat letter signed with the name of an assassin? Yeah. It's that case of, like, again, pursuing the idea of, like, it being Risha, and she's trying to get out of the performance and stuff like that. It's like, the more I ruminate in my mind on that, it's like, that actually doesn't, that makes less sense the more I think about it. It's like, if she is this assassin, which she clearly is based on all the clues that have been laid out before us, so if she's this assassin, she still wouldn't sign it Yin, because then that would alert everyone to the fact that she is Yin, and that there's an assassin around. She wouldn't do that. So the only reason she would actually get the Special Support Section to investigate this stuff is if either one, she's not Yin and it's just simply investigation type stuff, or, more likely option, she is Yin and it's not her who sent the letter, so it's someone else and she wants to know who the someone else is who's impersonating her. That's the two options I can see at the moment. That's what I intend to find out. Thank you for your time, Chow. We appreciate your cooperation. Lloyd? You sure you're good, man? I doubt we'll get much more out of him if we stayed any longer. And besides, Chow really seems more than busy enough. So, if you'll excuse us. Lloyd's right. Any time, my friend. Any time at all. One more thing before you leave, Detective Bannings. What do you want? Come now, don't look so displeased. You recall me saying that I am a big fan of the SSS? Believe me when I say that was no lie. Huh? I must say, this current investigation of yours absolutely fascinates me. As one of your fans, I can hardly wait to see how you resolve this one. I am most certainly looking forward to it. I think we're getting on the right lines, though. Like us, like me and you, like going through this together sort of thing. Thank you for all you do, officers. The branch manager told me to tell you to contact us again if anything happens. We appreciate the hospitality. So now we have to worry about these guys on top of Ravage. I want to say they at least seem a bit friendlier than Ravage, but I think they're just doing it to screw us? That's not out of the realm of possibility. No, it seems like a waste of time for them, and it doesn't imply they'd waste time. Elie? You okay? Are you feeling unwell? No, I'm fine. More importantly, we found out that the legendary assassin Yin has managed to infiltrate Crossbell's state. We can likely work under this assumption. It didn't seem like they were lying, so I find it hard to believe that Chow is the one threatening Arkansas and Ilia. I was thinking the same thing. The only problem is, why'd he call attention to himself and imply that they're connected to Yin? There's an explanation. Yin's actions are not tied to his employer, Heiwei, but rather he is acting of his own accord. He might be out of options if that's the case. Let's assume you're right. That means that Chow probably doesn't know Yin's true identity. Sounds like our only option is to catch a legendary assassin then. Unfortunately true. If Yin is truly after Ilia's life, then This case may be beyond our capabilities. There's no guarantee that it would be able to apprehend a professional assassin like Yin anyway. That being the case, wouldn't it be better to leave this to headquarters? Not sure that's necessarily true. Would they feign ignorance in a similar fashion to the incident downtown? I doubt it. Our Conceal, and by extension Ilya, are incredibly important to the people of Crossbell. Headquarters would definitely take action if her life were in danger. And they'd stake their pride on it. Well, that's correct. I believe you're with the 1st Investigative Division, yes? I am. Alex Dudley of the 1st Investigative Division. Let's relocate. Huh? Why? Only an absolute buffoon would discuss information out in public for everyone to hear. Especially outside Hayway. We don't have time to waste, follow me. Understood. What's with the chewed? Does anybody actually say chewed? That's what I want to know. Does anybody actually say chewed? I mean, I know it's attitude, but it's like, seems like it's abbreviated way too much. What's with the chewed, pal? Are you all insane? Yes. I don't know what you were planning, but to think you'd waltz right in there. Not only that, you then decide to discuss the results where any damn person can hear. Thank you. Sorry, sir. Perhaps we were too hasty with our judgment. Well, what? You're going to explain to me what you were babbling on about with our Conceal, and how this all relates to your little visit to Hayway. Better tell me everything you know. Excuse me? Where the hell is this coming from? Which is brazen of you to demand that after showing up so suddenly. I wonder which one of us is truly brazen. The 1st Division has been keeping tabs on Hayway for over a month already. You're the ones who barged into our investigation without any notice. Is that really the truth? Does that mean you're after Yin too? Oh, aware of Yin's existence already, are we? Well, no matter. You better keep your mouth shut. This is sensitive information. I won't hesitate to file a complaint to Sergei claiming you're obstructing our investigation. If you don't comply, that is. Damn it. Alright, fine, I understand. However, this was a formal request submitted to the SSS. Can we ask that you don't tell anyone else? I'll be the one to decide that. On with the details already. This is an order. I understand the situation. Didn't think there was anything concrete, but it seems they finally tipped their hand. Are you referring to Yin? Yes, I am. Hayway employed a legendary assassin as a trump card in order to threaten Ravach's influence. 1st Division received an anonymous tip with information regarding Hayway. We've been surveilling them ever since. I have to say, though, I'm impressed a group of amateurs were able to jump right into the thick of it and create an opening. Well, mighty high praise coming from a guy like you. I would like to inquire as to why you only had Hayway under surveillance. I am under the impression that your team is leaving Ravach unchecked. Excuse me. What are you implying? The 1st Division already understands Ravach's operation procedure. We're also fully aware of both the incident downtown and how they have used warhounds. Don't think for a second that we haven't kept tabs on the case you've been getting involved in. What? Why then? If we jump on every little thing they did, then we'd be running in circles. It's not like they've committed murder. They were just petty crimes. Do you think it's worth it to strain our limited personnel and put off more important cases? That may be the case, but still. Detectives of the 1st Division are different from greenhorns like yourselves. We're charged with maintaining a certain degree of order in this city, where justice cannot truly be upheld. We're expected to suppress major crimes and protect the public from criminal organizations and foreign intelligence agencies, all while fighting an uphill battle. Can you possibly fathom the work that goes into that? I knew it. I always had a feeling. Crossbell's peace and prosperity are hanging by a thread. Yes, and most of the citizens fail to realize it. That probably explains why Una was like, Crossbell was amazing! Just because she didn't know. Sure, it might be popular to read stories on Ravage's ties to imperial politicians, but Heiyue is in the process of deepening their bonds with Republican politicians. If we allow it to progress any further, they'll be untouchable. We also have to deal with the fact that there are no laws against espionage. Spies from foreign intelligence agencies are free to enter and leave however they'd like. Never realized how dire the situation was. This is unbelievable. Sounds like Crossbell's always one step away from all hell breaking loose. We're doing everything we can, despite the desperate situation we're in. We assess how dangerous each case is, and even if we cannot solve the root cause of it, we can at least lessen the impact. Handling Yin is nothing more than solving one part of a larger puzzle. Huh? We haven't been able to keep a close watch on the case regarding our conceal. Thank you for the valuable information. The First Division will handle it from here. You may return to your usual positions. What's that supposed to mean? The hell are you getting at? Why are you doing this to us? After carefully assessing the situation, I have ascertained that Yin is more than a mere legend. We'll be observing Heiyue's movements while protecting Elie McDowell from falling victim to our mysterious assassin. Tell me, do you think you'd be able to handle it? Damn it. With our lack of resources, it would prove to be difficult. At the very least, I can let you handle contacting our conceal. Make sure you tell them that the case has been transferred to the First Division. See to it that they're given a proper explanation. Well, fuck. What the hell? Said his piece and then pieced out. Driving away in his personal vehicle frustrates me even more. As frustrated as we all are, I understand where he's coming from. You do? I actually agree with him. The scope of this case has gone way beyond our level of experience. All we can do now is inform the troop and offer our sincerest apologies. So, that it. There's nothing more we can do. Wait a moment, everyone. Huh? Lloyd, how can you say that? You told us to overcome our barriers. You said as long as we're together, then no barriers too high, didn't you? Remember? Barriers, 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 just constantly barriers. You told us. So why? Why are you giving up so easily? Elie? Why the total meltdown, Elie? Didn't you already tell us it'd be better to leave it to headquarters? Oh. I did, didn't I? Elie. Listen, Elie. I don't like the situation we're in either. But I don't want it to end this way. There has to be something we can do. If you don't want us to give up, then we'll find another way. No, it's alright. I'm sorry, everyone. I think we just had a rough day is all. Elie. Well, we did spend our entire day running into one jackass after another. Let's go report the news to our conceal. We can head back to the SSS and relax for a bit after. Understood. That sounds like a reasonable plan. Sure, fine by me. Is that okay with you, Elie? Yes, thank you, everyone. Let's be off to our conceal then. Triple dot. It's got a fancy cane. Oh no. Oh, what a surprise. Good afternoon, Elie. Hello, grandfather. Ernest. Did I hear her right? This man is Elie's grandfather? It's a shame that I haven't seen you recently. You look well. I like his beard. Strong, powerful beard, that, yes. How does work? Well, still new to everything, so we've made a few missteps along the way. I assure you, I don't intend to bring any shame upon the McDowell name. Oh, Elie, I've told you, haven't I? Don't worry yourself with name or pedigree. Are these your colleagues, by chance? Yes, they are. It's nice to meet you, sir. My name is Lloyd Bannings, and I'm with the CPD Special Support Section. Tio, Plato. How do you do? How's it going? Name's Randy Orlando. My name is Henry McDowell. It's a pleasure to meet the three of you. I must thank you for taking care of my granddaughter. No, sir, I think you're mistaken. Ellie's the one that's always looking after us. Elle's a bona fide genius when it comes to taking care of reports and all that jazz. That does not excuse your utter lack of assistance, Randy. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Is that so? Well, what is important is that you're content with your post. You know, Elie, it wouldn't hurt to stop by your home every once in a while. My apologies. I've been hesitant to rely on you ever since I became independent. Even so, don't you... It's fine, Ernest. Elie wishes to stand by her decision. Listen, dear. Continue down the path you've chosen until you're satisfied. I cannot mix business with personal affairs, but know that I will cooperate with you to the best of my ability. I know. Thank you, grandfather. Now then, shall we go, Ernest? I have a meeting with the Business Owners Association next, correct? Yes, sir. It's scheduled for 5 p.m. Still curious about the possibility of time zones, though. I can't remember an instance of them being mentioned. I would check trails in the database, but that'd be too vague. I might get spoilers. Whistle. Okay. Ain't that a bitchin' right? I knew your family was loaded, El. I wouldn't really... Wait, what? Holy smokes, dude, you okay? What seems to be the issue, Lloyd? You said Henry McDowell, right? As in, the mayor of Crossbell City? That Henry McDowell? Well, I'll be damned. Is that the truth? Never mind. I believe I saw that name and position recorded in the police database. Oh dear. Honestly, it's a miracle that you hadn't noticed until now. Yeah, some detective. There was always something about your surname that bothered me, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it was. The mayor's name must have totally slipped my mind, I guess. Geez, and I call myself a detective. Yeah, thank you, Lloyd. Again, this is why the Falcom stuff, they point out this like little things, like completely just makes everything I said relevant, that sort of thing. Like, yep, they've excused it, it's done. Well, I don't particularly mind if you know. My grandfather's position has nothing to do with me, after all. Elie, we should get back to the task at hand. Pains me to admit it, but we have to tell Ilya and the others about the First Division taking over the case. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, well, why do you think your granddad stopped by Arkansas? Oh, right. Arkansas's first public performance of their new production is being held alongside this year's anniversary festival. I can only assume that he was here for a business meeting regarding that. Well, I'm going to end this part here, and in the next part we'll head into Arkansas and let them know the bad news about us being off the case. Again, I'm loving the fact it's following standard police tropes as well. Just that sense of we're off the case, but it's like, if it follows police tropes, we're not off the case, is the best way of putting it. We're not off the case. Something is going to come up and we're going to be like, screw that. We're still going to investigate. Otherwise, how does the chapter proceed? Yeah. So we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ta for now.